Hey guys, it's Aiko with Shua Girl. Welcome to my show. Well, I had to take some hiatus. That's because my laptop battery died, so I couldn't really edit audio or videos for YouTube or for podcast. So, it was kind of like forcing me to kind of stop making episodes and videos for a while, which actually was a good timing because I wanted to think about what I want to talk about. So I am coming back, and this season I would like to focus on mindsets, and this is going to be for people who speak English as a second language, living in an English environment, especially in the US because I'm in the US. And also I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship because a lot of people around me are entrepreneurs, including myself. So I'm learning a lot of business stuff. So I would like to share some mindsets that I learned through this, business learning. So my name is Aiko Hemingway. I'm an American English pronunciation coach based in Hawaii. And also I'm coaching clients, English coaches who want to make average 5,000 to 10 grand a month. So I'm, providing business courses for them also. And in my episodes, I would like to share some of the discovery and findings on my own, and also like sharing some, some mistakes and something that I learned through my mistakes. So if you think this episode is helpful, please share it with other English learners, and of course please contact me if you have any questions. And if you are interested in my services, you can visit my website,発音矯正.com. That's Japanese meaning accent reduction. So it's 発音矯正.com. It's HATSUONKYOSEI.com. And also you can go to shuagirl.com, SCHWAGIRL.com, and you can get all the information, including my services and also blog posts about podcast episodes, and also the YouTube video information, and as well as some free workshops that I occasionally do. If you want to be attending some free workshops that I will do in the future, which I will a lot, and you want to be on my newsletter, so you can see my newsletter sign up link on both websites. All right, so today I would like to talk about that if you think speaking English as a second language is an advantage or a disadvantage. What do you think? You're learning English, right? And you're living in an English environment and speaking English as a second language. Do you think it's an advantage for you or a disadvantage for you? And for some reason, I don't know why, maybe that's because I grew up in Japan, I had been thinking that me speaking English as a second language is my disadvantage. Do you feel the same way? If you do, please listen to this episode. So the other day, I was talking with a Toastmasters a friend. There you go. I just made a little mistake in the grammar. So I was talking with a Toastmasters friend at a district event in District 49 in Hawaii. So, Toastmasters is an organization where you can practice public speaking as well as your leadership skills. So, I was at this event talking to a friend, and his name is Dan. And, Dan is, he has a same goal, which is to become a DTM. So, I want to be a DTM, and so I'm doing a lot of requirements. And by the way, DTM stands for Distinguished Toastmasters. So, that's the highest honor in Toastmasters. And, so then we were talking, and one thing that we talked about was to, to be able to speak in front of, large audience. And I was sharing a story to him that the other day I got invited to the Speakers Bureau, which is in District 49, and that time I was not ready to say yes. That's because I was busy also, but at the same time, when I got invited, I thought, well, but I speak English as a second language. I make some pronunciation and grammar error here and there. So can I be a speaker that represents the district? So that was the thought that came to me instantly. So after that, I was thinking, I wish I spoke English as my first language. So, I can do all kinds of stuff in the US. I don't have to be afraid of speaking English and giving a speech in front of a large audience. But, that's so easy to fall in that kind of trap, right? If you speak English as a second language, and you experience a lot of misunderstanding in the US where people don't understand my pronunciation, or if where I don't understand what native speakers say. I've experienced so many things like that, right? So that experiences are making me feel that me speaking English as a second language is my disadvantage. So after I said no to the opportunity, I was telling Dan why I said no. And you know what? He said, that's actually your advantage. Because me speaking English as my second language shows, tells a lot, right? It tells a lot about my effort and all the experiences. And also, I'm trying to be a better speaker. I'm very, very motivated. And that shows a lot. And maybe I can encourage a lot of people, right? Especially people who speak English as a second language in the US. And even for native speakers, it doesn't matter for them if I speak English as a first language or a second language. It doesn't really matter. They're going to listen to my messages, right? So it doesn't matter. And actually, it can be my advantage. And I didn't see it that way. It's so funny that I cannot see something that I have as advantages. Have you had that kind of experience? So this experience made me realize, sometimes you look at things and you think they are something negative. Like, for example, me having Japanese accent in my English. I feel like it's this advantage for me, right? But if you take a look at it, I speak another language, which is Japanese, and I speak Japanese natively, and I speak English on top of that as a second language. Isn't it great? I worked so hard on my pronunciation, grammar, and building sentences and stuff. I worked hard, so I should be proud of myself. Well, of course, I started when I was 23, right? So that's when I came to the US from Japan. So I'm gonna have my Japanese accent in my English forever, and I know. And so this is who I am, like I speak English with my Japanese accent, and I should be proud of it. So it's not a negative thing. I couldn't see it because it was about myself, and it's hard to look at things if they are about yourself, right? So it was really nice that Dan pointed it out for me. And then I realized, okay, so this is my advantage. I'm gonna start thinking that way. So me speaking English as a second language is my advantage. It's a huge advantage for me because I speak English as a second language and I speak another language, which is Japanese, as my first language. So that was the little realization that I had just 4 days ago, and I just wanted to share it with you because it changed my perspective. It changed my view, like how I look at things. Because we just look at things and we always label as if either they are negative things or positive things. But it could be both. I just wanted to let you know that if you speak English as a second language, you should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of your English. Well, comment below or give me a message. What did you think about this episode? And also, if you have any questions about English learning or pronunciation, please let me know. Alright, so thank you very much for listening to this episode. And I have so many stories that I want to share. So I'm gonna start making more episodes. Alright, have a nice day. Thank you for listening. Bye.